This is my pressure washer, and we're going to see how fast we can spin things with it. First up, we have a fidget spinner that I dug out of my closet. I noticed the stream was kind of going the wrong way, so I twisted it 90 degrees. That way it hit it straight on. The sheer force of this water was crazy, and I couldn't believe how fast it was spinning. Okay, I'm actually worried that this thing's gonna fly apart. It is going unbelievably fast. It's going so fast. I gotta get a helmet on or something. I knew I could make it spin faster, but I was becoming worried about the thing blowing apart. So I fished out a helmet and some goggles to put on. We're ready to go. Let's rip it. If we go frame by frame, you can barely see how fast this thing flies apart. But the camera's about 6 inches away and the field of view is even farther, and you can see that blue line flying a little bit past frame. Then you can see the other blue line in the stream of the water flying outwards too. All that happened in 1/240th of a second. So if we assume that they traveled about a foot in that time, they're going 240 feet per second. That means it could have been spinning about 163 miles per hour. And that translates to a little over 15,000 RPM. Whoa! I broke it! Yeah! Oh, I spun the bearing. Look, a ball came out. Look at that. 2 balls came out. Next up was my car tire. I was super excited about this one. And although it's really heavy, I still thought it was going to spin fast over enough time. But then I realized it was spinning so fast that my GoPro was offsetting the weight of the tire enough to shake the entire car. So I took it off and kept going. This nozzle right here, it'll be a lot faster. It's 25 degrees instead of 40, so the water goes out faster. So after about a minute sitting there spraying this tire, I got it going really fast. But to my disappointment, it was only going 257 RPM, which means it was going 20 miles per hour. Then I grabbed my dirt bike, and I knew this wheel was going to spin super fast because it's light and it's a knobby. It literally has bumps on the tire for the water to hit. Whoa. The bike started to shake a lot, because unlike the car tire, it's not perfectly balanced. It's going so fast! Oh my gosh, I got my hand on the brake! I only had one hand to grab onto the wand of the pressure washer, because the other was on the brake, in case anything went wrong. So it was hard to get the right angle. This was literally as fast as I could get the wheel spinning, and if you go frame by frame, you'll see it's going about 1200 RPM, which is 98 miles per hour. Alright guys, FYI, I bought this bike for a video that's going to be posted in the future, so make sure you stay tuned. But let's see how fast we can get this front wheel spinning. The bike tire was the lightest wheel I was spinning, which means it was going to spin fast. So I was worried about things flying apart. Right here you can see the wheel spins one lap about every 7 frames. At that rate, this tire's spinning 76 miles per hour, highway speeds. But I was just getting it warmed up. Now the wheel's spinning once every 6 frames, which means it's going 89 miles per hour. But still, I had a lot more to give it.
This bike was not meant to go that fast.
After that last run though, I had to redo the clamps because it vibrated loose. Then because I was going to go all in, I put my helmet and goggles back on. But the clamps kept falling off. It was really annoying. But before I made the front wheel spin as fast as I could, I wanted to try the back wheel to see how different it was. Now, at 240 frames per second, the wheel does 1 lap in 5 frames, which means it's going 112 miles per hour.
That was just going 3,000 RPM.
I decided though that I could do better, so I stood far away from the wheel and just let it rip. This time it was going a full rotation almost in 4 frames, which means the wheel could be spinning up to 133 miles per hour. I don't think this bike was ever meant to spin that fast.
Wow. This was the most unbelievable thing I've ever seen. I can't believe we blew up the fidget spinner. Like, we blew it up. I still haven't found all the pieces. Here's one of them, one of the weights. So I was gonna go harder on the little bike, but I was seriously worried about the tire or the spokes or metal shards or something going flying across the room. 3,000 RPM. I'm not sure how fast that is just yet, but let me tell you, it's probably faster than any other wheel we spun.